You got it. You got him. Come on. Dude, thank you. Thank you. Did he just somehow, like, I don't know, seemed like he quick turned. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this here. That's good enough. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good! Ow! Fucko! Let's have fun with that. Shoot him! I'm actually just gonna use batteries, fuck it. They gave me batteries, so. I'm gonna use flares and batteries, fuck it. Just gonna try to get him to, get him. Ow! Fuck! Oh, fuck, there's like, oh, okay, so that guy's different. He built different. He just hit different. Kill him! Thank you. See? Not that big a deal. That guy just kind of surprised me.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible. Once I get you some proper editorial control.
What?
What the hell are you talking about?
What?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Wow, you hit him so hard. You threw your punch so over that you both fell through the... Okay. And you actually are okay. And now you get the gun. Okay. Alright, well, I'm definitely gonna... Yeah. Really suck on ammo.
I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
I feel like this guy has no idea what's going on. And I feel like that's... Oh, shit, oh my god.
Because he thought it held some magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to
I have some pieces of... I have some pieces of it. I haven't really read much of it. I could. I just haven't. I could... Is he just dropping revolver ammo like a... See? See? There's a piece right there. Honestly, you know what? I'm not gonna catch... Like, I don't think this is like a timed event where I'm trying to catch this motherfucker. Let's just check out the manuscript real quick. Let's just start from the beginning.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Resume. Oh, well, okay.
It's true what they say about the fall.
Okay, God, this is gonna be annoying.
I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here.
Okay.
Playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie.
That's not good.
My corpse.
Oh,
Alone
God.
in my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Not gonna lie, you kind of pretentious, but okay.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy.
Slushy?
Dissolved all the scattered painkillers.
That's the word you went with.
Dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city. Becoming one with it.
Would not have used the word slushy.
I can see them now. My wife, my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Okay.
Its human mask. To describe
Oh,
the
back to
dark
me.
presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it.
I would've gone with
It took
Slurpee.
the pain. Horrible as it was,
Get that
light would
7-Eleven.
fix that.
Get that
It would come
7-Eleven
to
money.
one place where it still had power.
So did I miss these,
The
or...
kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness.
Are these in order at all?
Nothing to
Nothing
it.
to it. Wait, okay, so that just happened.
His hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us.
So if I read, is that the one I just picked up?
I fought with the urge to take a swing.
Fuck, I don't know.
Force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I wonder if these are, if I'm picking them up in this order, or if I'm picking them up and they're being put in order. Missing page, so I missed one.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Did I have a gun when I was hanging out with Barry and taunting him with, "You are likely to be eaten. You are likely to be eaten by a group." You're the one who brought it up. I don't know.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg.
It was pretty bad.
The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Okay. This is like one of the horror, this is like the idea of like this horror seems to be like the concept seems to be he has, I don't know if he has the power or this place has a power or something, or whether he's crazy or not or both, but it seems like what he writes down is either going to come to pass or like it's like a prophecy or something, or he makes it happen by writing it down. Not sure which one it is, or if it's really makes a difference, but that's one of the things that I'm actually afraid of, is like writing down, like making a story or something and being like, say you're Stephen King, for instance. You know, the idea of if that fiction that you create for entertainment of other people were actually real in like the multiverse of that which could be, and you create it simply by having this thought, this concept, and putting it to paper, you know, making it real to other people as a fiction, cements it in some other form of reality where somebody has to experience it. Like, you could do that with most Stephen King books. Some aren't so sad and scary and terrible. Some have decent endings, but it's a hard thing. One that comes to mind is a short story that has to do with an old camera that somebody buys, and it's like a cursed camera, and they take a picture of stuff, and every time they take a picture of stuff, there's like this dog, this very mean looking dog, and it gets closer and closer and closer, and like you can read the story. I don't remember what it's called. It's a short story. It's very good. You can put it together what happens. It's fucking Stephen King. You know, figure it out, read it, whatever, doesn't matter. It's even if you figure it out, read it, it's still really good, but that's the first thing that comes to mind when it's like, that's fucking horrifying. Like, if you were Stephen King and you did have the power, or not on purpose, but it was happening, whether you're in a space or not, that does the thing, like maybe the space is sacred or special or magic or cosmic, or whatever. The thought of doing that and making that real for anybody is fucking horrendous. Because it makes you like an evil villain, basically. The idea of creating all this fiction, if you're making not fun fiction, is pretty terrible. Like, basically the only fiction you can make is like things that are nice and happy. Do that sexy fiction. Yeah. That's what you'd have to do just to not be horrible. And it would still need to be like positive, sexy fiction, pro-consensual, everybody is like all into everything, and you know, it still needs to not get like Tina from Bob's Burgers, where it's like there's like zombies and shit, weirdness. It has to be like you can't, basically the power of fiction would be too dangerous. Like fiction would get real boring if we only made nice things, because we as a species desire darkness, the macabre, the distressing. We want to see overcoming trials. We make up stories that, like Sisyphus, where it's just like, this motherfucker pissed off the gods, and now he's just gonna spend eternity rolling this fucking rock up a hill, and it goes down, and it does it again over and over. It's like, that's hell. And it's like, and there's worse stories than that. That's just an example. Like, I think it was like, what was it, Proteus, who gave fire to humans, stole it, and basically he just gets ripped apart by fucking vultures forever or some shit. There's so many other worse things. Like, we make up so much terrible fiction all the time. Like, just think about our fiction, and it's like, would you ever want to experience that? Personally, almost any fiction. Sometimes it's like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like, you know, I want to be, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like one that doesn't have something too terrible in it, you know? But the reality is, that's the whole point of fiction, is that there's like a character arc, it's a hero's journey, that sort of thing. Anyway, continuing on.
The center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard.
Maybe I should just watch these each time.
He tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way.
See, these don't seem like they're in.
Stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're necessarily
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow. Then it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
So I feel like by reading these and getting them, they can give me a hint to the future.
These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the
but I don't know if it's going to make a real difference. It might help me play better, but I don't know if it, other than 100%ing it or something, it's really going to make a big difference.
But he had a job to do. He had a writer to catch at any cost.
Or maybe it tells me a whole deeper part of the story to help me understand it.
On one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Okay. Why does this one got a thing next to it?
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance.
Aww.
And life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle.
That's kind of wholesome.
He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Okay, that makes me sad. Okay, that went from being like wholesome and nice, but to being like, oh wow, you're gonna be like, but I want Alan Wake. It's like, he's a famous writer that just happens to be here. Like, he's already married. That's not, that is, don't be like that. Wait, I started in number 2. Why the, oh yes, I
turned to face me.
Fucking.
His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us. But the axe he lifted
yeah, already out of, I went on the second one, of course.
He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
But I was awake. I guess I got to. I
The
don't know.
taking stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite.
I like that
I was
part.
terrified.
That's a
I
good
squeezed the flashlight
that's a
like
good
my life
imagery right
depended on
there.
it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
A cloud of blood from a shark bite. I like that imagery. That's
I
like,
heard them
ooh.
before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around as if the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash.
Like
couldn't hear my scream
fireworks
above
in the
theirs.
shooting star. I didn't do that right.
At first, I kept finding
Yeah,
the
no.
pages as if by accident. The book I
Messed
couldn't
that up
remember was
altogether.
either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world.
Okay.
I began to hunt the pages feverishly.
Okay, so there.
They held
Okay,
me
that
to
actually was
mystery.
valuable.
With it, I could
That
save myself.
kind of.
With it, I could save Alice.
It. Okay, so it seems like I should probably pay attention to these.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was
I
dark
probably
and quiet.
read them
The
each
place was a
time I
mess.
pick one up.
It looked like someone
Rather
trashed
than
the
waiting.
place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded
Blinded by
The
light.
portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman. The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Isn't that literally like what we like? Okay, some of this is stuff that actually happened that I was part of, and then some of it seems like
Garage floor,
it's a
tried to shake the cobwebs from his
perspective
head.
that I didn't necessarily
Since the
get.
people never showed to pick up the keys. Things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention.
Confused. I think that's the
Stepping
point,
up, he
though.
stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across
Yeah, I
the
think I'm
floor
supposed to
and
like
struggled for
look at these as I go
then
along,
let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
because some of these seem like they'll give me useful key moments that I wasn't there for, almost like a power.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life.
I am
She
so sad,
watched as he
so
got in the
very,
car
very
with his
sad.
wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Aww, that's so sad and wholesome. I don't know how to. That's complicated feelings.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice.
I've had a lot
for
of
several
sugar
days.
today.
It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
I feel like something's always wrong with you, Alan. Okay, well, there's that. Looks like I've done all the things. Alright. You know what? I did the thing, and this is a good time because it's going to end sooner or later, and even if I'm at a checkpoint, I gotta stop for a second.